Right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for taking out time speaking to us on NewsX World. Viewers, we're shifting focus to more news and developments coming in. We're now learning that Donald Trump has stated that he has decided the next city where he would deploy the National Guard troops. He's refused to name the city. However, he has mentioned Portland, declaring that the city is akin to living in hell. Now, this comes as President Trump deployed National Guard troops in Washington, D.C., claiming a crime emergency. Since then, Donald Trump has threatened Democrat-ruled cities like Chicago, New York, as well as Portland with troop deployment. Democrat leaders and mayors of the respective cities have called this move politically motivated. But the Trump administration is going ahead with plans of deployment. Listen in to what Trump had to say.
Have you decided which city that you want to go into next?
Yeah, I have. I have. I'm not going to say it now, but yeah, I have. We're going to go into another place and straighten it out. And I will say this: I watched today. I didn't know that was continuing to go on, but Portland is unbelievable. What's going on in Portland? The destruction of the city. Well, I'm going to look at it now because I didn't know that was still going on. This has been going on for years. So we'll be able to stop that very easily. We'll be able to stop it. But you know, that was not on my list, Portland. But when I watched television last night, this has been going on. You wouldn't be standing if you were the mayor. You would be. Can you imagine what they're doing? They're walking in throwing smoke bombs into stores. These are paid terrorists, okay? These are paid agitators. These are professional. I watched that last night. I'm very good at this stuff. These are paid agitators. They get paid money by radical left groups, not radical right groups, radical left groups.
With us on the broadcast is my colleague Thomas Porteus. Thomas, walk our viewers through what exactly Donald Trump has stated. This is a very crucial development because we've been seeing Democrat leaders of the last couple of weeks cry foul about Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard troops to U.S. cities.
Well, yes, Pia, this has been a substantial development. As you said, he has not specifically said what city he is going to send his National Guard troops to next. But there certainly is a pattern. It all started off in Los Angeles, where Donald Trump deployed the National Guard, and then consequently the Marines, widely to the protest of the local Democratic governor and also mayor of Los Angeles. This has been widely politicized, specifically because Donald Trump has been going after Democrat-run cities. The most significant one was Washington, D.C. recently, where he sent troops to a city where crime was actually had been declining. There were reports of guards mainly hanging around the tourist areas of Washington, D.C., which obviously sparked widespread criticism, many claiming that Donald Trump was merely trying to show strength and did not really mind about truly cracking down on crime on the areas. However, what it did show is certainly there was a decline in that brief time as that Washington, D.C. National Guard deployment is still in place. An 87% decline in carjackings and a significant decline in other crime. And so although this does seem to work, traditionally these deployments are usually subject to local government authorities. This is the first time ever an executive has deployed guards like this under Section 740, which Trump has invoked. So what critics are saying is that Donald Trump is flexing his muscles, wanting to show a show of strength in these Democrat-run cities, saying that he still has power over them. However, as we've seen by Washington, the crime has gone down significantly while these guards have been in place.
All right, Thomas, with that, I would like to thank you for joining us live on the broadcast, sharing all those details.